What's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is going to be, I want to say, a quick update on Bitcoin, but I'm going to try and keep it as quick as possible. There's been so much freaking drama. So yeah, we'll cover the drama, but today's focus is going to be the TA because trust me, just keep the noise aside, guys. You think Bitcoin has not gone through its fundamental shifts, any crazy news drops? No, it has. This has happened time and time again. Right, but the one thing that's kept you safe has always been price action. Okay, if you have to fall back on anything, screw the news, screw the noise, screw what any YouTuber is saying, fall back into your TA. That's what's going to keep you safe. Fall back onto your systems because that can be quantified and you can make some very informed decisions on it. So without further ado, let's talk about, well, what we're going to be talking about today. Also, I'm still a bit sick, so if I just sort of take a moment to just cough aside, yeah, apologies for that. It can get a bit jarring, but I'm going to try and either tilt my head or hit the mute button, okay? So anyway, what we're going to be talking about today is, well, Bitcoin, of course, and I want to talk about the next target. In my opinion, I do believe that the next immediate target for Bitcoin only comes in at around $53,000, okay? From where price is at right now to 53K, that's another 16% to the upside. However, I do believe we're up against resistance, all right? And until I start seeing daily closes, consecutive daily closes over this region of resistance, I'm not going to be looking for $53,000, okay? And it's all, the timing is all just too convenient, right? Bitcoin up against resistance. We have the massive ETF drop, which happens today, by the way. That's when the decision actually takes place. This is the one on the ARK ETF. That is the deadline. Today is Jan 10th, 2024. So we'll be expecting that news today. Until Bitcoin really clears this resistance, I'm not going to be getting too, well, gung-ho on expecting that continuation to the upside, okay? But overall, if you look at this chart, it looks freaking fantastic, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're looking to take trades here, don't trade it based on the ETF. Trade it on your TA. I'm going to tell you exactly what levels you ought to be looking at if you want to trade it based on technical analysis. Alrighty, so now before we jump into the juice of this, let's talk about, well, the drama. Let me tell you what happened last night. I was asleep, yeah. Like freaking full-on REM sleep, okay? And then suddenly this loud noise. Someone just barged into the room, and it was Sean. He said, "Krisha, the ETF got approved." And I get up in a start. I'm like, what? And I said, it's not supposed to get approved until tomorrow. What's going on? Now I'm just like flustered and I don't have my bearings. I'm looking at Discord. I'm going on a price action. What's happening with price? Did it dump? Did it pump? What's going on? And then I get onto Twitter, okay? And I caught Gary Gensler's tweet, like at the nick of time. You don't understand. Let me show you. And I posted this on the Discord chat, okay? Literally, Gary Gensler had tweeted 2 minutes ago when I first caught this tweet. He says the SEC government Twitter account was compromised and an unauthorized tweet was posted. The SEC has not approved the listing and trading of spot Bitcoin exchange traded products. 1 day before the actual news, this happened. The ones who sit on their high horse and penalize the exchanges for lacking the integrity. Yeah, whatever. Now, this is to say that I hope none of you just jumped into a trade willy-nilly just based on what Gensler said in terms of the ETF getting approved, which happened to be a fake tweet. Right? Now, also, this brings me to the next point, which is join the Discord chat because you can really cross-check whether or not a piece of information, a piece of news is actually true. All right? Especially if it's fear, uncertainty, doubt. Or especially if it's something like this, okay? You can confirm with others in the community, have a discussion on it, right? It's a lot of fun. Like last night was a lot of fun. But yeah, join the community. You'll find it on the mango.com/Discord. And more importantly, there's so much alpha to be had. We have guys like Ted Sheets and Ajesh from the Mango Seed just freaking killing it. They're like, screw the news. They're focusing on the charts. They're focusing on the TA. Okay, so go ahead. Now is the time to be focusing on the charts because now is the time you're going to find the markets ripe with freaking opportunity. Alrighty? Focus now and reap the profits later. Now, speaking of alpha, speaking of price action, what are the charts really telling us right now? Well, let's get back into Bitcoin. Here we are. I'm going to start off with the Mango dashboard. The Mango dashboard is Mango's trading system. We get everything on a bird's eye view. You have access to it as well now. You'll find this on app.mangoresearch.co. Also, quick heads up, Sean has been posting all coin trade setups under the premium videos section. So if you guys have not seen that just yet, go ahead and check it out. Okay, you'll find premium videos on the left-hand side bar menu right here. All right, so go ahead and check it out. Some amazing stuff coming up under the premium video section. So now as far as Bitcoin is concerned, guys, check this out. We have long trend signals from the 12-hour time frame to the weekly time frame. The 4-hour, however, just flipped neutral, which was long before. So it was long before, it was a bullish trend before, but now that's switched neutral, and this came in 3 hours ago. Okay, 3 hours ago. But more importantly, guys, notice the volatility. Volatility from the 4-hour time frame to the 2-day time frame, flashing these high red numbers. Usually when I see volatility expand to this extent, I'm often expecting a pullback opportunity on the chart. Okay, and it's like I said, like everything is just, it's like an alignment of sorts. Now, of course, I'm always going to go purely based on T. We'll be going over the T in a bit, but the alignment is this. I'm seeing resistance on the chart. The ETF news drops today. Volatility flashing these high red numbers. Now, these three things are a recipe for a pullback, right? If I have to really look at the other side as well to make sure I'm not being too biased on this, is the flags. There are no flags for concern. These are all bullish flags right now. Okay, we have bullish Ichimoku setups across all time frames going all the way to the 4-day time frame. And in addition to that, check out the 12-hour trend. Right, 12-hour trend is still long. And the 12-hour trend has been our barometer to keep us on the right side of Bitcoin. Should we be bullish on Bitcoin or should we be bearish on Bitcoin, right? The 12-hour has always kept us on the right side. So this is the bullish aspect of things. And this is why I'm always going to tell you guys to use the dashboard to keep your biases at bay. It works like a freaking charm. Alrighty, if I see like bullish divergences on flags, I'm going to be like, okay, maybe there's something else I got to consider. Because oftentimes when you form a bullish or a bearish bias, you tend to completely ignore the flags on the other side. Okay, don't do that because you're not here to be bullish or bearish. You're just here to make money. We're all just here to make money. Now, right now, the dashboard is telling us that, hey, the bulls still have the edge. However, caution for a pullback on Bitcoin. Now, I'm looking at 53.4K as that next target. However, I do believe we're currently up against resistance. Before I bring up that resistance, let's go ahead and check out where we are relative to the weekly cloud. Relative to the weekly cloud, we're looking freaking fantastic. However, has the weekly cloud turned green? No. Right? For us to be super bullish on Bitcoin, like really look for that continuation to newer highs on Bitcoin, I'm going to be looking for this cloud to turn green. So far, we don't have a green cloud. Now, the resistance level that I'm looking at, that I believe Bitcoin is currently up against and fighting at, is also derived from weekly price action. I've essentially used the momentum on Bitcoin's chart to well determine where this resistance really comes in at. And this is the resistance. That's right, this comes in at around $46,098 for those of you who want to take note of it. $46,098. I will be annotating that on my screen. Now check out how Bitcoin has been reacting off of $46,098. And I mentioned this in the Sprouts program. Your weekly levels, be them support, resistance, your targets, they're likely going to end up working even on your lower time frames. All right, so I want to see how price has been performing off of this $46,000 on the daily time frame. We technically got 2 confirmed closes over that. So what I want to see here is I want to see this daily candle also close over $46,098, and notice how well it's even respecting it on the daily time frame. Okay, this is a weekly level that I've drawn out for you. I've used weekly information to come up with this level. Okay, and so far Bitcoin had been drawing in this ascending triangle underneath this $46,000 region. If we start closing more candles over 46K, I want to see 12-hour closes over that region as well as daily closes over that region. All right, I think there's going to be a battle right here. There's definitely going to be a battle right here. And whoever wins this battle, irrespective of the news, keep the news aside. Okay, that's just noise. From everything that we mentioned, which is the trends on the dashboard, the volatility index on the dashboard, this resistance on the chart, and the ETF news. The ETF news is last on the priority list. Okay, put that aside. Price action first. Only if I start seeing closes underneath 46K will I anticipate further continuation to the downside. However, is it all done for this trend? No, because on the daily time frame, there's this one indicator that's been keeping us profitable. What is that indicator, guys? It's the Mango dynamic. Put on your dynamic. Hell, the dynamic has been keeping me on the right side on Cardano, on Bitcoin, on Caspa. Use the dynamic. For those of you who have access to the indicator, I hope you guys are using it. We are in trending markets right now. All right, it's going to be a freaking powerhouse. Right now, if we start losing 46K, price is likely going to start coming down to the dynamic support. Okay, dynamic support, guys, for those of you who do not have access to the indicator, but you won the number on this, take note of it. It's a range. We're looking at 43,497 going all the way up to 43,768. It's a narrow range. I'll be annotating the numbers on my screen, but go ahead and take note of it if you don't have the indicator. All right, for those of you who do not want to wait for me to give you the numbers on all of the assets that you're looking at, you can check out the dynamic on the mango.markets/dynamic. Okay, it's a good time to be jumping in because there's a 25%, what's the date? All right, 1 day left on the 25% sale. The coupon code is Xmas25. I'll put this on my screen, okay? So the Xmas sale is still on, but you believe you have 1 day left on it. All right, that'll give you a 25% off on the dynamic indicator. The Xmas25 coupon works on the dynamic, it works on the dashboard, and it works on the seed program. If you are deciding between getting the indicators or the course, I keep getting this question, do yourself the biggest favor of your life. Yes, if you want to take your trading seriously, if you want to take it up the next level, if you want to trade more assets other than cryptocurrencies, your education will trump every indicator. Get the seed. Okay, also it's cheaper than the dynamic indicator, but get the seed. It is going to freaking pay dividends. Every indicator you use is going to become that much more powerful, that much more potent, because if you have the right foundations, you'll also be able to tell false signals on any indicator you are using. All right, so you invest in the education first because that's what's going to make sure that you get those profits and, more importantly, keep your profits. Alrighty, so now the next target, remember, is dynamic support. That's essentially what I'm going to be looking at if we start closing candles underneath $46,098. If we fall further, we're going to come all the way down to around $36,000. Okay, but that is the next sort of range that I'm looking at. But yeah, these are the key levels that you guys ought to be looking for. Right now, I do believe that the bulls still have the edge just based on these two closes above that 46K region. However, look for more closes. You want to see strength throughout the rest of today along $46,098 because that's essentially what's going to keep you on the safe side. That's going to tell you whether or not we're likely going to see continuation to the upside all the way up to 53.4K next stop. All right, that's going to be a good 16% on that trade. Also, before I end off, a quick shout out to Biddy Boo for making my morning. He says, a mighty big thanks to you for making this course. My trading strategies have improved tenfold with your guidance. Still more work to be done, but so chuffed with the progress I've made with your help. I've been watching you since your margin video for Binance and never miss a video yet. 1,000 blessings to you and for helping us grow. Okay, so he's been following us since the Binance margin video days. I did that in 2019? Yeah, I did that in 2019, and you don't know just how happy it makes me to know that some of you guys have been with the Mango community for that long. We're like a freaking family just traversing this journey throughout all of Bitcoin's bull and bear markets. I'm so glad that we're still able to give you guys value, to teach you more, to help you grow. Hell, we are growing on a daily basis, having you guys in the community. Because that's essentially how we all grow, when we can all sort of share resources, pool our resources, and grow as a family, grow as traders, right? So Biddy Boo, this really made my day in more ways than you know. So thank you for sticking around for as long as you have. It means the world to us, all right? And this is to say, guys, if you're not in the Mango community, we have guys like Biddy Boo, we have so many other guys like Julian, Tetchi, Ajesh, Vishal, just name them, they're all freaking there. This is a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of experience, right with one click. Okay, so join the community and I'll see you there next. With this, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the Mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao, you guys.